My name is Nancy Wallet. I am the daughter of Hy Wallet, an Abraham Lincoln Brigade volunteer who was incarcerated in the concentration camp at San Pedro for almost 18 months. I am especially moved that the Spanish people, many of whom suffered so greatly during the war and the subsequent years of the fascist dictatorship, are honoring the neglected heroes of the International Brigade. Often spoke of the kindness and courage of the Spanish people they encountered, who even volunteered to take considerable personal risks to shelter them when they were trying to evade capture behind enemy lines. For reclaiming this chapter of the history of the brigades at this commemoration at San Pedro. By doing so, you are alerting people to the nature and the dangers of fascism, just as the International Brigades did 75 years ago. Invariably, whenever people learn about the example of international solidarity shown by the International Brigades on these, the first battlefields of World War II in Spain, they see the relevance for today's current struggles. One of the most remarkable things about the history of the concentration camp at San Pedro de Cardena is that in spite of the most brutal treatment, the International Brigade prisoners never lost their humanity and their compassion. While they had the swollen bellies and skeletal physiques of hunger and starvation, they retained their dignity that came from having organized and even stood up to the harsh conditions. The same solidarity which propelled them to lay down their lives in Spain also enabled them to publish the underground newspaper, the Daily News, and to organize the University of San Pedro. Fellow prisoners such as Max Parker, Moish Tobman, and Carl Geiser became lifelong friends and comrades in struggle. The prisoners at San Pedro showed the same heroism in the concentration camp as they did on the battlefields. When captured and questioned, they refused to let the fascists distort their reasons for volunteering to come to Spain, even at great risks for their own lives. By shining a light on their history today, you are keeping alive their example for future generations. The prisoners of the International Brigades at San Pedro left a legacy of inspiration, not only to their immediate families, but for the entire family of humankind. Muchas gracias por la gente de Burgos, España.